Hey everybody, it's Chris at Oak Street Garden Shop in Crestline Village. Today I want to talk to you about pansies, and then I'm going to show you a few things that we've done with them. Honestly, we are so fortunate in the South to be able to have these bright, happy flowers through the winter and into the spring. I don't really understand how the term pansy came about to mean someone who is like wimpy and ineffectual, because these plants are the toughest plants you can get. I'm telling you, they grow here through the winter. And we get some cold weather. You know, we're gonna have some cold temperatures tonight and tomorrow night. And these little guys with a little protection will be just fine. So pansies, you plant them in the South and in the Birmingham area. October is the perfect month to plant. So while the air temperatures are getting colder, the soil is still warm enough to plant these. And in fact, just about anything in the fall is fair game for planting in our area. Because of that, the roots are going to grow all winter, and then it's going to bloom beautifully through the spring. So what have we got here? We've got a lot of different combinations that Van has helped me with. These are the actual pansy plants right there. And in terms of caring for them, before I even show you what we've done, I want to show you what you need to do to keep them looking their best. You see this bloom right here? Harry, can you see that? That is kind of a done deal right there. And you want to just take your fingers and just snap that right off. If you don't do that, there's a spot right here. You've got a bloom that had been there. If you leave that and you don't deadhead that, that is going to turn into a seed pod, which isn't terrible, except that all the energy to the plant is going to go toward making that seed pod. So that's why it's very important that you periodically, like I always tell people, once a week, go walk your garden, look at your pots, clean them up, deadhead, okay? Keep those faded blooms picked off. So what have we got here? We got a few different things. I've paired pansies, violas. Van has done some of these pots with different companion plants that you can use through the winter. In this one, we have a beet plant actually, and this is edible. These leaves are edible. The flowers add their complementary color to the leaves. I love foliage in planters. And here again, you see these little violas. You see something like that, it doesn't look so great, pinch that off, clean it up, make it look pretty. This one has a mustard, an ornamental mustard paired with it. This one is called Ms. America. I love the names of some of these things. And again, we have combined pansies and violas. You've got a larger blooming pansy with a smaller blooming viola. Don't be shy about using violas. They get just as large a plant as the pansies do, and they get covered in their little blooms. And they're very, very sweet. You see that one right there is such a pretty little bloom with that larger pansy. Combining them is really a great way to go. Up here, and I don't know, it's a little bit difficult to see, but right in the middle of this planter that Van did is a sorrel. Sorrel is a perennial plant for us, meaning it comes back, it gets larger every year, but look at how beautiful that leaf is. And it is combined with a kale, an edible kale. The sorrel, if you want to put leaves that taste like lemon in your salad, this is it. And again, it combines so beautifully with the pansies. Look at that red pansy with that leaf of the sorrel. Just a beautiful combination. And this has also got a carex in the middle of it called Evergold. I'm not sure why they called it Evergold. It doesn't really look gold to me, but at any rate, this is a great winter plant as well. Here's another one with, again, some sorrel. I put in a little bit of sweet alyssum in this one, even though if you don't protect this, the sweet alyssum ultimately will freeze. However, in this planter, if you didn't protect it, didn't bring it in, this is actually a trailing pansy. Trailing pansies, and that will take over right where the alyssum is, this pansy will spill out over the edge. A few years ago, trailing pansies became available. I love them in containers. And in this one, the last one here, oh no, this is the last one, excuse me. This has a little bit of thyme. It has an ornamental kale. This kale, this white right in that center, as the weather gets colder, that white will become even more pronounced. It's a beautiful plant. And in the summer, when it bolts or goes to flower, it has pretty yellow flowers. The last one I've got here has some pak choi, an Asian vegetable, a little dwarf snapdragon. And again, I've combined the little violas with the larger bloom of pansies and added a little Chartreuse Sedum. So you can see there's all sorts of different things that you can do with your pansy planters. This is really just the tip of the iceberg. If you have some containers that you want done, come in and see us. We can help you with them. If you've got pots that are small enough to bring them in. We'll plant them for you. Come see us. We're here from 9 to 5:30, Monday through Saturday. If you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, like us. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button.